Well, hey everyone, and happy Sunday. It's great to be with everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. If you're watching me live here on Sunday, if this is your first time watching me, well, I'd like to say thank you and welcome to the show, Inspirations for Your Life. If you've been here before or you're coming back a couple times or many times, well, welcome back. Thank you so much for rejoining the show and making Inspirations for Your Life a daily part of your life. All right, guys. So we have a good topic as you know this week. This is reset week. We'll get into the granular in just a minute or so. Don't forget to check out believemeachieve.com. That is right after the show. You can do that 24 hours a day for my short form content, my long form content, articles, and much more. So go check that out after the show. If you're thirsty, feel free to go get yourself something like an RO water, a snack, fruit, beverage, cookies, healthy or not. That's totally up to you. Without any further ado, guys, let's kick this show off. All right. I know you are definitely probably waiting for this. So there's a lot that we need to understand. And I think a lot of times people, when we hear about things and they don't go the way we want. I think that happens because of an impression that we have. And so I want to tell you that, your vision, okay, your belief creates your reality. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but it creates your reality. And that is very, 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 very important to understand. So, ladies and gentlemen, when your week keeps happening to you, the fix is to prepare on purpose. In today's Inspirations for Your Life show, I'm kicking off Reset Week again. Second chances, fresh starts, and daily do overs with Prepare on Purpose. Clear the runway for change. Series 4, Show 50. And yes, this is episode number 2. And 30 ways and decisions we can pop into real momentum. Hosted by myself, John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, engineer, marketing specialist, video producer, podcast host, coach, graduate student, and a passionate lifelong learner. This daily motivational show and the episodes here are inspired to help you build a week that works for you, not against you. So, 30 quick moves we cover in this episode that I think you're not going to want to miss. Number 1, circle the one day that always gets away from you. Is that something you always forget to do? Maybe it's the fact that you forget to say thank you. And yeah, that's something we have to think about. The fact that people don't say thank you. The fact that people become so complacent. And I don't want to use the word rude, but it's like everything has to be a fire for them when they need it. But then, you know, when they don't need you, it's like, oh, well, we're all good. So I think that's something worth exploring, guys. And number 2, remove one thing from that day to create space. It could be removing a commitment you have. It could be removing a feeling or a belief. And these feelings and these beliefs actually will propel us forward to become better versions of ourselves if we get a hold of our feelings, if we know what they're truly about. Number 3, guys, pick one main outcome for this week. Okay? It could be that you want to lose weight. It could be that you want to learn something. It could be that you're not going to let anybody at the office aggravate you. That you're going to take every challenge you hit this week and figure out how you can turn it into, lemonade. When we get lemons, we make lemonade. And I think that's something that's very apropos here, is that we can make lemonade out of everything, but we have to have the belief that we can make lemonade out of anything. Number 4, guys, right by next Sunday, today's Sunday, I want to have blank. By next Sunday, I want to have a relationship. By next Sunday, I want to have whatever it is, and state what it is. And by you using words, guys, this actually empowers us to cause our mind to look deeper. I think that's a very important thing to realize. Think about what you want to have and state it. By next Sunday, I have blank. You don't need to share it with anybody else. You can just keep it to yourself. But that commitment inside your mind is going to change some things. It's going to change how you react. It's going to change how you see things in the world, because before your blinders were on and you were missing opportunities. Number 5, list 3 tiny steps toward that outcome. Maybe you want to lose weight. First thing might be that you're going to log your calories in something like MyFitnessPal. Maybe you're going to get up early every morning and you're going to start doing exercises. Maybe you're going to learn how to portion control. When you go out and you see those big cakes, you just need a little piece of that cake. You don't eat the whole cake, right? And you could take the rest of the cake home. So I think those are important things to understand, is that portion controlling is not punishment. It allows us to have a more fulfilling and better life, one where we're not, bloated all the time, right? Having one little piece of cake is a lot better than having the whole, plate of cake, in argument's sake there. Number 6, assign each step a day and time. And when you assign this, you can even write it down on a piece of paper or log it electronically. Choose one non-negotiable habit. What are they? Sleep, water, movement, reading. You get the point? No procrastination. You see, procrastination does not like movement. So if you want to get rid of procrastination, then move consistently. Not like move 5 feet today and move a foot tomorrow. Pick what you can move. Maybe it's just 1 foot. Maybe it's just 5 minutes. Whatever that measure is, do that every single day. Don't do any less. Don't do any more. Just do that consistently. That's important, guys. Number 8, block that habit on your calendar like an appointment. I've told people a long time ago, if you're not on my calendar, it's not happening. It's not happening. So that's an important thing to realize. It's got to be on the calendar. It's got to be on your calendar. And if it's not, then it doesn't exist. Pretty wild, right? And I think the more you live that mentality that it's not on my calendar, well, therefore it's not happening. Does that give you some sense of control? Sure it does. Even if you use an online scheduling system, you could choose still block out what you don't want to be filled. You can even set how many appointments the system will show per day. Even if you have more, it'll just show a couple. Pretty powerful. Mark one pure people-pleasing task on your list. So this is a great question, guys. What is a people-pleasing task? It's different for a lot of people, right? It's anything you do mainly so someone else won't be upset, disappointed, or think badly of you, not because it truly matters or aligns with your priorities. So let me give you an example. So the other day I was dealing with some manufacturers that had unfortunately, they had a bad product. And they've been around for many, many years, but they had a bad product. And it was actually causing some potential damage, or could be. It didn't, but it could. And so when you get that, all right, when you understand how that works, people pleasing, I did what I needed to do to keep the customer happy. Was that the best thing for my profit or bottom line? No, it wasn't. But was it the best thing I should do? Yes. Because when you do that, next time, guess what? You're on the end where they owe you. It's always good to be on the end where people owe you. Number 10, guys. Cross it off or delete it on purpose. When I have my paper list and I cross off things, it feels so good to cross off things on my list. This like natural adrenaline and push that comes. Number 11, guys, name one area you're likely to procrastinate on. Now, maybe you're saying, John, I don't procrastinate. Okay. You just stop doing things in the middle or don't complete things, but you don't procrastinate. We can call it whatever you want to call it. You're just not moving forward continuously. So when procrastination rears its head, success takes a back seat for a while. Success is tandem with momentum. Procrastination hates momentum. Number 12, guys. Define a 10-minute first slice to start it. A first slice. Maybe this is like a ritual that you do every day. And it's something that gets you in the mood to keep moving. It actually is the primer. We've talked about, pumps before. And so we've said that when the pump goes on, it needs to have liquid in it. Let's say it's a water pump, like for a pool. Now, most pool companies, what they do is they try to put the pool a little bit higher so the pump will be lower. This way, gravity will pull the water down. And you don't have to worry about priming the pump. If the pump is level to the pool or higher than the pool, now the pump's got to be primed and the pump's got to work harder to pull the gallons of water through itself and pushing it back out. Now, pushing it back out uses obviously the uses a motor, right? And the motor pushes it out to the pool. But when the pool is higher, okay, there's the gravity that'll push it right down. If the pool was equal, it wouldn't do anything. If the pool was lower, it wouldn't really get that much. So by it being higher, the water's going to come into the pump by gravity. But we're going to need to use more energy to push the water out of the pump and into the pool, which is like peanuts. It's nothing, right? When you have a pump on there, there's nothing for that. Number 13, lay out something physical tonight that makes tomorrow easier. We said if you can take a task off your brain's decision plate tonight, today, this week, this month, you'll find that you have more time to do the things that you didn't think you did. Number 14, decide what time you will go to bed tonight. So you might say, John, why is that a big deal? It's a big deal because if your brain knows that you're going to shut down around a certain time, you start like doing the shutdown sequence, right? Usually a half hour or maybe an hour before you go to sleep. Number 15, pick one distraction to limit this week. Is it doom scrolling? Is it interruptions for people? Is it I have to do that? No, you don't. Don't let guilt imprison you, because when it does, it robs your energy. And you know what? No one really cares. So let me give an example. I was working with somebody, and of course they said, we always thank you for everything you do for us. But when the person needed me like now, and I rearranged my schedule to try to make that happen, and then they said, oh, we don't need you. You know what I'm going to do next time? Next time, I'm going to be like I'm busy. I understand you need Monday. The soonest I can get to you is Tuesday. I'm sorry. That's just the soonest I can get to you. Well, John, I have to have it done. I'm sorry. That's the soonest I can get to you. That's it. Don't apologize. Just that's my first availability. And stick to your guns. Once somebody plays me once, I don't want to use the word abuses, but kind of like expects that I'm going to be there, and then they decide they don't need me, well, I don't show up to be there for them at that special time anymore. I put the schedule on my time. Number 16, guys. Give that distraction a small daily time window. You're going to have distractions in your life. This is inevitable. But pick a time when these distractions should actually happen so they don't impact the rest of your success in your life. And you might say, John, I don't know anything about this. I'm telling you right now, if you can figure out a way to mitigate, distractions, you're going to find that your life is going to flow easier. If we could find a way for that water to get from the pool to the pump quicker, we're going to use less energy to bring the water down to the pump. Yes, we have to use some energy to pump it back up, but we're going to basically use no energy, just gravity. That's pretty powerful, guys. Number 17. Choose one person, just one person, you'll ask for support or accountability. If this person says no to you, which it could happen, don't ask them again. Well, John, why would you do that? Because if that person is too high and mighty to be able to want to assist or help you and your friends, I think you need to examine your priorities. And it's not my job to examine why that person is being the way they are, but it's my job to decide that I want to hang around them or not. See, many people feel that, they got to stick in the relationship. They've got to be the way it is because, well, there's no other choice or there's nothing better. Of course, if you tell yourself that every day, of course you're going to believe that. I'm here to tell you that that is a fallacy. That is wrong. Number 18. Send, I'm working on blank. Can I check in with you later, Friday, whatever? I do that a lot with some people. I'll say, hey, I'm with a client right now. I can call you back in an hour. People that want everything at the second, don't seem to have the courtesy and respect when they don't need you. So, for example, this one person that needed me didn't bother to tell me that everything was okay until I reached out the next day. If they had it resolved, do you think they could have been a little courteous and said, hey, John, we got it resolved? No, because it wasn't a priority for them to tell me that they didn't need me at the moment. That's called, I've got things that are higher priorities than you, and letting you know, well, that's just not top of mind, but it should be, right? I was the one that made the decision or the choice to actually get them what they need, the help they needed. Number 19. Remove one thing that always clutters your workspace. It could be papers. It could be your stapler. It could be folders. Whatever it is, guys. Figure out what that is. It could be in your kitchen. It could be in your car. When your brain sees that you're removing things, it suddenly says, you know what? He's getting serious. She's getting serious. Number 20. Add one small future you upgrade to your space. It could be a new floor mat. It could be a new blotter for your desk. It could be a new treatment for the window. It could be a new picture to put on your desk. I think those are pretty powerful things. Number 21. Decide right now what done for the day means on the weeknights. Done means that you're going to rest on the weeknights. Sometimes, like myself, when I'm getting ready to go away, I'll put a little bit extra time in because I know that there's not a lot of time to get things done. Things are getting crazy. But realize that when you rearrange yourself for people and they don't appreciate it, just like let it go. So I made a decision that December 15th, which is actually a week from tomorrow, we're not taking any new client projects or jobs for this year. We're closing on the 20th. Somebody will always want more. But the trick is when somebody opens their mouth and says X, okay? And then you see how they respond. And you see that the most important thing is not you, it's them. That's important, guys. Very important. And it's missed and overlooked a lot of times. Number 22, protect one night as a true recharge night. Number 23, do the one prep task today that saves 15 minutes for tomorrow. What I do is I prepare my day by writing out my tasks, things I want to accomplish. That's important, guys. Figure out what the non-negotiables are. If you don't get X done, how is that going to impact tomorrow or potentially the week? Number 24, choose a simple phrase as your theme for the week. It could be, I know I can. I'm getting better at every task each day. Whatever it is, really believe that. Well, not just your mind, but every core of your body. And when you do that, the rest of your body checks and says, you know what? All right, I'm on board too. Number 25, put that phrase where you're going to see it every morning. It could be something as simple as every day I attract more money easily and effortlessly. That could be it. What you tell yourself becomes reality. Now, it's not overnight, but you slowly reprogram your subconscious so now it acts in the domain that you want it to. Number 26, pick one small way you'll treat yourself if you show up each day. One small way you'll treat yourself. It could be going to a movie. It could be maybe buying yourself something. It could be giving yourself an extra treat, something that you've wanted. That could be something you're going to buy yourself. And the reason you want to do this is because when you do this, your body says, hey, you know what? You're treating me well. I'm going to keep performing for you. Number 27, plan how future you will handle one tough moment this week. So, future me, the issue I talked about with this device of manufacturer basically almost catching on fire. Future me is going to say, we'll be happy to take care of the product and get the manufacturer to replace it. However, we don't provide repair or reinstallation for free, even if it is the manufacturer. If it's our fault, we'll cover it for 90 days. If it's not our fault, including the manufacturer, etc., we will charge you for that reinstallation. That's the biggest thing I learned this week is don't let people play and manipulate you. Because you know what? You got to keep the power. And the way you keep the power is by not letting them walk over you. Number 28, Tell yourself preparing isn't extra work. It makes life easier. I don't care whether it's a test. I don't care whether it's athletics. Okay. I don't care whether it's a keynote like I give. When you prepare, you set yourself up for success. Number 29, spend 2 minutes, 3 minutes before bed, rehearsing tomorrow, going smoothly. And the last point, end the night with, I'm not waiting for the perfect time. I'm building it right now. That was a lot, guys. Don't forget to check out all my great tools at believemeachieve.com. For more of my amazing, of course, inspiring creations. That's long-form content, short-form content, reels, articles, and so much more. Let's reset your week. Let's inspire you with daily motivation. Let's enhance your productivity. Let's change your mindset. Let's build leadership in you. And let's start to understand the podcast wisdom that I'm sharing with you. All it takes is a few minutes to realize how you felt this week. And when you do that, you let the world know, you let other people know that you're on to what's going on. I said something to some people and I said, please don't take my kindness for weakness. For if you do, I may change the way I chat with you. So these are important things, right? Don't mistake kindness for weakness. So, like I said to you, ladies and gentlemen, when the week keeps happening to you, the fix is to prepare on purpose. Are you ready to start preparing? If you do, you'll be planning for success. If you don't, well, you'll be getting ready for your next failure. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day or evening. Please check out believemeachieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. And let's, ladies and gentlemen, prepare on purpose and then celebrate the success we've been waiting for.